Not really. It's like a Christmas movie, you know. So we have a lot of decoration in outside, and there is snow, and we do a dinner for Christmas with the family, with everybody. Yeah, the most beautiful thing in Christmas that you can see in my city is the market, because it's really like in the movie, you know, there is a lot of little market.
Yeah.
In all of the city, in a place,
Yeah.
and you can just walk and have wine or decoration, little jewelry, and something to eat or to drink, and yeah. Yeah, this is tartiflette. Yeah, it's with cheese and potato and some lardon, and this is really hot, but really good. Yeah. And there is hot wine. Yeah, so we can drink wine, but not cold, hot wine. Yeah. This is my first time in Vietnam for Christmas. It's really different from my city, because in my city it's really cold, there is snow, and here it's really hot. And so it's weird to see decoration for Christmas when it's hot, you know. Yeah. So it's different. I don't know. I'm curious to see what can happen. I don't know. It's a good feeling because it's different, and I want to try it here with people. To see what can happen with. Yeah. So I feel really happy to spend Christmas time with Vietnamese people. Because it's my first time, so I'm excited to try it. I'm a little bit impressed because I thought that there is no decoration for Christmas here. So when I see decoration for Christmas, I'm like, oh yeah, so great! I'm really happy to see this in the street or in the house.
My name is 16 and I am volunteer for CSDS, a Vietnamese NGO in Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City. And I am working for Pagoda and in an orphanage for disabled kids and for orphans, babies. Yeah. Yes, in France we have a lot of things to do for Christmas. For example, we celebrate during 2 days. On the 21st of December, usually it depends on the family, but we can go to the church to celebrate Christmas. And then we have a dinner with the closest family to celebrate Christmas, so we eat a lot of things, and we give the gift to the member of the family. And the day after, on the 25th of December, we celebrate with the big family, so all of the uncles, aunts, cousins, and we give the gift, and we eat a lot of things like foie gras, huîtres, lot of French food. No, I have been more 4 months in Vietnam, and I have to come back until next week for Christmas in France. It's funny, yeah, as I said, Isabel, there is a lot of decoration everywhere, but it's very hot, so it's very strange and very funny to see the decoration when the weather is very hot, because usually in France and in other countries in Europe, the weather is so cold because it's winter, so we celebrate Christmas when it's very cold, so it's funny, but I like it. I guess the difference is between the weather and the food, because we don't have the same food in Vietnam and in France. Yeah. So I guess it's a difference, but it's nice because it's a different culture, so it's very interesting to see the difference between Vietnam and France. So yeah, it's very great. Yeah. We have different meals for the first meal for the aperitif in France, and the big meal and the dessert. So for example, the first meal can be foie gras and seafood like huîtres. I don't know how to translate in English, but it's typical food for France. Yes, I remember when I was young, We started to do the decoration at the beginning of December. So we have a Christmas tree like this, and it's a fake one like this, and we decorate all of the Christmas tree at the 1st of December. So we put the light and But when I was young, I believe in the Santa. So I didn't know it was my parents who put the gift. Yeah. So it was very funny because on the 24th of December, I go to sleep, and then the day after, I woke up and saw all of the gifts. I said, "Wow!" So it was a good memories when I was young.
Yeah. I've spent Christmas in Japan, and I've spent Christmas in France, and once in Spain. Three countries, yeah.
Three countries. Mm-hmm. So in this year, have you intend to spend your Christmas?
We'll spend my Christmas this year. I will spend it in Laos, so next to Vietnam, but not in Vietnam. I will leave the 24th to Laos.
Laos?
Laos, yeah. Because I will finish my volunteering in the 22, and I want to visit Laos and Thailand, and my first stop will be 10 days in Laos. Yeah. So that's why. For me, Christmas in Vietnam is really different from European countries because European countries are Christians. So Christmas is more implemented in these countries, but Vietnam, I know there is Christians in Ho Chi Minh City. Mm-hmm. So that's why you also have Christmas, but you have less decoration, and maybe you talk less about that. I have no idea, actually. I don't really know. So for me, the main difference is that you have more Christmas spirits in Europe because it's deeply Catholic places. So everyone spends Christmas with his family and also in churches. But in Vietnam, I think it's also a big thing because you have Christians as well. And so you want to spend time with your family and have fun. So I can compare with France. In France you have more Christmas spirit because a lot of people are Christians. So you have a lot more Christmas decoration in the streets and stuff. Everyone spends Christmas with their family. They go to churches and they give gifts. And I guess in Vietnam it's the same because you have Christians people as well. Yeah. But I see less decorations and I see less people talking about that compared to France, for example. In Paris, there's a big, the Champs-Élysées. So the Champs-Élysées is covered of lights. So there's lights everywhere. There's a big Christmas market that goes from the Arc de Triomphe to the Place de la Concorde. And so there's a lot of lights. And people, for Christmas, they dress kind of fancy because they meet with their family. So they're with all the family and their friends to have a good time and spend the entire evening together and give presents, eat food and party. So that's what we do in France, and on the 24th, so that's what happened on the 24th night, and on the 25th you go to church on the morning, and then you eat with your family again. In France we have multiple Christmas songs, but I guess the more popular one will be called Petit Papa Noël, so Little Santa. It was not with friends. In Spain it was with my family, and in Japan it was with my friends, yeah, but it's kind of strange because usually I always am with all my family and I meet all my family that I don't see really often because they live in the deep south of France. So we don't always see maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So when I don't spend Christmas with them, I'm really disappointed and kind of sad because of that. But it's a new experience because you see how different cultures they spend Christmas and they celebrate it another way. So I liked it, but it's kind of sad to not see your family.